Hello, everyone. This is Tom Painter, and thank you again for being with us. As you know, that my wife and I are the founders of the Success and Money Foundation.org. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have people from all over the world joining us. And my wife and I are the founders of the Success and Money Foundation.org. And we have some big, big goals. And I've never really gone out and told you what my big goals are. But I have some lifetime goals of what I would like to do with the foundation. And I've been very big about goal setting my whole life. When I was still single, not even married, I used to write my goals down and put them on a big poster and put them on my ceiling. So as I'm laying in bed, I could see what my goals were. I was that kind of a crazy person. And it looks like Brandon's got lots and lots of goals. And so there's all kinds of things that you can do. I look back at the goals I set earlier in my life, and some of those took a lifetime to get to. Some have taken 20, 30 years, but it's really setting the mindset of where you're going. Now, one of the goals that I have, very simply, is to be able to give away the money. You know, you earn, learn, and return. And I'm 63 years of age. When I was 34, 29 years ago, I almost died. I could have gone. I had a heart attack at age 34, and 1/3 of the people who have a heart attack die. They're just gone. And I was lucky. I was blessed. I'm living on borrowed time, and I know it. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop. The likelihood that I live to be old and gray. I'm already old, and I am gray, and I am losing my hair. But you know, time is precious, and we don't know how much time we have on this earth. And so when we created the foundation, one of my goals was to, first of all, was to take care of my special needs children, which I have done. I've done that by using the systems and strategies that we teach. The foundation was designed and built off of strategies and techniques that I did. And then as we made that money, I've given some of that money away. We've given over $3 million into the foundation as an endowment, and our goal is to be able to give that away. So let me just tell you what my big goal is. Then I'm going to bring Brandon in to throw him out on the deep end, and all of you to help us to do that. Because this isn't my goal, this is our goals. And I'm just going to throw out, this is the moonshot. My goal is to have 100,000 students, which is a big, big number. But we had 300 a year ago. We're almost 7,000. So we've 35 times X'd it that much in a little over a year. And our goal is to be able to get up to 100,000 students. The goal is to have 100,000 hours of free online classes. Okay, free online classes, because you know, you've got money, you've got knowledge, and you've got experience. And we want to do all three of those. We want to do thousands and thousands of investment accounts, because when you open up an investment account, your world changes. I have investment accounts for all of my kids. My grandkids all have them. In 1984, my mom and dad started investment accounts for their then 12 grandchildren. And they put money aside, they put money into those sub accounts, and they started to grow those things. And now a couple of years ago, both my mom and dad passed away. But when they passed away, they had 70 grand and great grandchildren that all have investment accounts. And when they get to be 21 years of age, they can take that money out and they can start running it, rolling it. And so that's pretty amazing of what we've created and what they created. So I'm just teaching you the stuff that I've learned from other people. So my goal is to have thousands. I don't know how many that is, but it's thousands and thousands and thousands of investment accounts. And you're already on your way. You're doing that. And the last one is that, as you know, my wife and I donated a bunch of real estate and Berkshire Hathaway stock into the foundation. And we're going to give that money away sometime. Right now, as it makes money, we give that money away. And there's $3 million in there. It makes money, and we give that money away. But in my lifetime, and again, I don't know how long I'm going to be on this earth, I want to make sure I give at least $1 million away while I can watch it and be part of that. And so those are my big goals. We're going to do between 1 and 3 million. There's already $3 million in there. We're going to give it away to somebody. Somebody's going to get it. Schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams, individuals, whatever it is, or cost to be able to make the foundation run is all part of that. So that's what my goal is. Now, I've got my good friend, Mr. Brandon Barnum, on with me. And, you know, one of the things that we do is we're doing this with referrals. We're doing this with teaching and helping other people. And one of the ways that you do that is that when you sign up and you get a free membership, you can sign up and just copy that little link that's on there when you sign up, and you can share that with other people. So Ethan, let's go there, or Kaisen, let's go there real quick just to show everybody. And again, we're a nonprofit, we're educational, we're a charity, we're an educational foundation. The guys I work with, Brandon, Mark Victor Hansen, Robert Allen, we've done fine. This is a legacy project for us. We've done fine. We're already there. And so now our big goal is to give back. So once you sign up, it'll say, like on this, and it says, hi, Kyson. You pull that down and you click on referral link. Then what it does is it pulls up successandmoneyfoundation.org/free, and then you'll see the number 8635. That happens to be Kyson's. Mine is number 2. If you're wondering what number, I'm number 2. I'm the second guy there. But if you copy that, and let's go open that and put it into another URL, and you're just going to copy this, you're going to email it, you're going to text it, you're going to be talking to somebody, say, I got this great thing that I'm involved in, I want to give you one of them, and you're going to simply text it to them, and then you're going to walk them through it. Now, when you do, you're going to send it to them, and that's going to open up just like this, and it's going to say, invite you to get a free Success and Money membership, and then they can click on it. Now, right there below is just a quick overview of what it is. You can earn financial rewards while you attend class. My goal is to get you to get an investment account. So we're going to give you a little bit of money to do that. Financial rewards for your groups, your churches, charities, groups, and teams. We have an amazing program to do all of that. We want to help those in need. Those are our 3 missions. And you get free Success and Money classes and free online classes and wonderful downloadable books. Now, right below there, you'll notice that these are some of the guests that we had. So as you scroll down, you'll notice that we had some of our guests, which is Ray Goodson and Daryl Messina. They were on yesterday. And these are wonderful people. These are very successful entrepreneurs that are also very giving. Okay, because what I found out is that the very successful people are the ones that give the most. And that's how they built these massive businesses. Now, if you go back, scroll up just a tad, you'll see that Ray Goodson, his organization currently feeds about 20,000 people a day, mostly malnourished people. And he happens to have had a lot of work in the Philippines. He was a Christian missionary, a Mormon missionary in the Philippines in the early 60s. And then a very successful businessman, and he's gone back to really help with these needs that are there. And then, of course, it shows what the next class is. And here's today's class. Here's Brandon, and talks about him a little bit right there. And it gives you the link. Here's the link. And you can watch it on Facebook Live, or you can just click on that Zoom link. And then as you scroll down a little bit more, you can see this talks about other classes. Here's Robert Allen and all the other, Mark Victor Hansen, and everybody else that's been one of our guest speakers. And so you can share this link with people. They can come in and go through these wonderful classes, and then they're connected to you. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of show you how the system works. So that's how it works. And there's 2 kinds of leaderboards. The first leaderboard is the ones that you've basically referred. So you go to the leaderboard and you say, okay, well, who's the top referrers? Because we want to on a weekly basis, we want to give you a little bit of a reward, because we want you to get that investment account open. So click on the last 7 days, if you would, there, and you'll see that our top person is looks like Philadelphia, and then Richie, and they've signed up 6 new people, and her team as a whole group, or his team as a whole group, have done 49 hours this week. Okay, now if you're on this board, and you've signed up somebody new, now the way the system works is that you have to sign somebody up during the last 7 days. That's just how the system works, and to get on the board at all. Once you're on that board, then it's going to take your whole group and say how many hours that they've done. You notice we got a lot of people that signed up one person, but they don't have any hours yet. So getting them a free membership is wonderful, but if they don't go to class, that doesn't help. So that's how that we do that. Now, the big impact here, of course, is the influencer board. So let's go to the influencer board, because this is the number of people that they've enrolled. And then it takes the number of people that those people enrolled. So you look at Carlisle right there. He's at the very top, 69 people. But his people enrolled another 156 people and 4,800 hours of online learning. You want to change somebody's world? You got to give them, there's 3 things. Money, which if you give them money, it's not going to solve anything. You're just perpetuating a bad habit. Giving them the education and the knowledge, that's very important. But most likely, if you talk to your kids, they don't believe you anyway. They need to hear it from another source. And experience, pulling the trigger and making things happen. So that's why we're so aggressive in the systems that we do, because we know that's how it's going to change your life. Now, my goals are very simple. I want 100, before I die. And again, my goal is just to figure out this big number and then work like crazy. Mark Victor Hansen, who's a good friend of both of ours, is a nut job. He is so far out in the universe that we have to reel him back in because he's so big. So I don't want to think quite that big. I'm more of instead of chasing 3 rabbits, I want to chase one and go catch it. And so that's what my goal is to get 100,000 students, to do 100,000 students, to have 1 million hours of online learning, to have 1,000 or more investment accounts that are open, and to be able to give away between $1 and $3 million in my lifetime. That money's already been put into the foundation. My wife and I already donated it. It's there. And if something happened to us, it wouldn't matter because that money is there and it's solid. And we're going to give that money away one way or another. And I'd like to see a lot of it go out there in my lifetime. So one of the things I'm going to ask you is help us to share the wealth. Share the wealth of free success and money classes. Because as you share this with others, you can help others have a better life. Zig Ziglar said it best. The only way you can get what you want out of life is to help other people get what they want out of life. And so that's why we've created the system that we do. And we do it on a referral basis. Now, referrals as a business is very hard because it takes a long time before it starts to multiply because you got such small amounts, like the rule of 72. If you've only got $100, multiplying it, and doing that takes a while. But if we get 1,000 people or 100,000 people, then it multiplies faster. And you can see we're just starting to take off. So I'm going to ask my good friend, Brandon, how would you come in here and help people as well as get the goals of the foundation to give people a better life?
Well, Tom, you're doing it. I mean, I'm so impressed with the system that you've built. I've never seen anyone else that's created a system to measure the educational impact, right? But not only that, the referral activity. You've literally integrated referrals into everything that you're doing. You're asking for referrals. You're empowering people with the ability to do it. The only other question I have is, do you have some turnkey social media graphics that you're empowering these people with so that they can go share it and go spread the word, right? So other than some marketing aids to make it a more powerful share and equip them with the ability to easily, quickly, and effectively spread it to their networks and communities, everything else that you're doing here is right on track. The other question I have for you is about the partnerships that you're creating, and is there a way within the community that we can help folks create partnerships for their own business? So do you have a community portal, Tom, where folks are able to interact with each other and share ideas?
Not very well. The only thing we really have is Facebook and being able to be on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Very interactive. We have Facebook Messenger that is that, but we have to be able to create that. And honestly, it's taken us 3 years to get that system to do what we wanted it to do. I mean, can you imagine pulling all this data from all over the world, crunching it and having it up on the website and telling you what's happened in the last 24 hours? It's cost us about $50,000 just for that one piece of software to really build that. So
yeah,
that's
having built 8 different tech platforms, I totally get it. Like, I see what you've created, and very few people understand what it actually takes to create a platform that provides all that information and education. Like, you've got the LMS, the learning management system, then you've got the referral tracking capability, and you've really combined the two, where you've got the metrics, the reporting, and then you're building that into the referral component with the rewards available. Like, again, Tom, my hat's off to you. It's a brilliant concept. And now I think the more that you can help your people help other people is really what it's about. So there may be the ability to add a community portal into what you're doing so that people have that ability where they can talk. You're doing it on Facebook, which is great because so many people live there anyway. And then the other piece is expanding out into some of the other social media markets, right? So obviously TikTok is crazy powerful. Every internet marketer that I talk to tells me about the power of TikTok, right? So how do we help your people take what you're doing and not only share it through Facebook, but some of the other social channels as well?
And so I'm just going to give you a little plug for, I want you to go to TikTok and then simply search for Success and Money Foundation. And if you'll do that, you'll be able to be part of our little group. And I'm following a lot of people. I'm a learner. I'm addicted to this stuff, even though I don't have to be. I could be on some cruise ship around the world, but this is what I'm doing instead. And so follow us there. You can go to facebook.com/groups. / Success and Money Foundation. And there's two groups there. One is the group, the worldwide group, and the other one is the page. I want you to join both of those and be able to tell other people about it. But Brandon, what is the benefit to our students of being able to tell other people about the foundation? What's in it for them? Why would they do it?
Well, clearly you're already tracking that ability, right? So you guys are seeing the total downline impact that you have. And I absolutely love this. We did a campaign back in 2004 called the Light Up the World campaign, right? And we had this Google Map overlay that showed basically what you're showing in numbers, it showed on a Google Map. And you could track the impact that you were making. And what happened is, as you inspired other people to join the campaign, a light would appear on the map showing the impact that you have personally made and then the downline impact that you've made. You're tracking that number already. So what's in it for you guys that are listening right now? Number one, you're going to get credited on the Success and Money Foundation system, right? So you have the ability to earn those credits within the system and actually get paid and monetized. But more importantly, guys, we're here in this lifetime to make the biggest difference that we can. And I know often we think about survival, right? What do we need to do to feed our families? Well, once you get to that place where you're taken care of, now, just like Tom is doing, you dedicate yourself to impacting as many people as possible. And you're not always going to see the ripple effects as you pay it forward, as you inspire other people to live better lives and you impact them and empower them. But just know that what you're doing makes such an important difference. You may never know the impact that you're creating, but there is one who does. So there's somebody that's keeping score even beyond Tom, and that's our creator, God, not to get spiritual or religious on you guys, but the impact that you're making here has ripple effects, and you won't even know the difference that you're making, but it's making a difference every day.
You know, my big aha is that when we put in the referral leaderboard and the influencer leaderboard, Johnson Etor and his wife, beautiful people, they just shared this with a lot of people, and almost 4,000 hours of learning. I mean, honestly, the only way I can really change you, is not give you money, is to teach you how to do it. You know, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You sell him a fishing pole or give him a fishing pole, you can feed him for a lifetime. But if you teach him how to teach, he can change the generation. He can change the generation of his family. That's why we do what we do. That's why it's so important. The other thing is that this is a great tool for you. As you give this away to other people, you're going to help change people's lives. You're going to truly help change up people's lives. And as you help solve other people's problems, the only way you can get what you want out of life is to help other people get what they want out of life. And if you help other people do that, then you're going to improve their lives. And as they improve their lives, then they will want to do more business with you. And in turn, because you want to work with people, you know, the one thing that I've really learned is that the most successful people around the world are huge givers. They're givers because of two reasons. One, it's a spiritual law. But number two, it's a marketing law. You know, the people that are the biggest givers, that solve the biggest problems, that add the most value for their clients, those people naturally want to do more business with you. As we talked about the lifetime value of a customer, you know, people look at it, well, I only made a sale one time. Well, that's wrong. What's that client worth to you over time? And so that's why you have to take a whole different view of how you do it. And not only in your business, but spiritually, you know, can you change this person's life? And you know, the person you're really going to change is you.
So right, Tom. And I've got an appointment in 5 minutes, but I've got one other idea I was thinking, Tom, which is referral contests. This is one of the things that really makes a difference. Are you guys already doing some contests within your community?
We'll do more of those. Yes.
It really stimulates, right? And I think, Tom, what you're doing is so powerful and fantastic. You can get either other charities and NGOs to match, or even businesses that will provide gift codes or promo codes or free products and services to the people that are students and going through the training that you're providing. So the more that you create that incentivization, the contest, the stimulation, it just creates energy. But the real energy comes when people know that they've made a difference and helped others. That's where we feel the most fulfilled in this lifetime, guys. It's when you are making a difference for others. And I love, Tom, what you're saying about the biggest doers and achievers are the biggest givers. When I was back in Oregon, my license plate was give more. Right? So that every time I was driving down the road, that's the message that we're communicating to people is, guys, get out there, make a bigger difference every day. Who can you help today? And how can you create the biggest impact in their lives where they're going to feel grateful for it and want to tell others about you?
Brandon, thank you so much. I so appreciate your attitude, your spirit, and who you are and what you've done. I know you got to jump to another call, so I'm going to thank you so much for being there. And I'm just going to give you a challenge. Help me to get where we're going. Help us get where we're going. You know, you've got so many great systems and know so many great people. And it's guys like him that's going to jump on and help us all get where we want to go. So Brandon, let's give a big hand to Brandon. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. We're going to say goodbye to our friends around the world. And then we're going to come back. We're going to give you those form numbers to send in. So, because we got some money to pay out and we want to be able to do that right away. Thanks a bunch, Brandon. And we're going to say goodbye to friends, and we will see you later. And Brandon, reach out to me. We need to do some more brainstorming.
I'm in. We'll connect. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
All right, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.